Greetings, stream.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to, I guess, Janusaar, in which we are dialing S for being a little spooky.
Okay.
Enjoy the mood lighting.
Oh,
Oh, I see you've all now ditched the mood lighting, and now I look like
Except
a
me.
giant asshole. So, there's
I'm
that.
still here.
It was very dark. I needed to
I
find
was-
the
yeah.
Nice. Daya could not join us tonight for now. Might join in later. In trying to rectify where all the pieces are on our board here, that did not work. And frankly, I do not have enough time to fix this right now. We're already starting late, so I don't care. And I doubt you, my lovely porn bots out there, will also not care. So, shall we?
We shall.
We shall.
We are all connected to everything, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Nope. The cold night air wraps around you. The nexus of arcane energy having drawn the elements themselves to you directly. For however cold you might be, the most chilling thing this evening is not the wind, not the chattering of teeth, nor was it the snow, but rather the form of a previously lifeless body returning to your realm. The ship captain sits upright, focusing solely on you, Asravana. Your thralls giving a short bow with this one's baptism.
Not gonna lie, that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's right.
So he can help us fly this thing, yeah?
I believe so.
He nods.
Would you like to take a look at the state of the ship?
I would consider it an honor, mistress, but I am having some difficulties walking, it seems.
Ah.
You recall the strain such a spell puts on a body,
Yeah.
and how it would take a few days for him to actually be his normal self again, so to speak.
Okay.
I mean, if you would like, I can carry you.
No need. He, the man hobbles upright. You see the Leshen with its long claws offer a hand. The shadows themselves swirl around and help right him. What is required of me?
We need to know what this ship needs in order to use it.
I believe we would start with the engines.
Yeah.
No need. He motions away and rights himself. And with as much energy as he can possibly muster, he starts towards one of the entrances down below deck. It is kind of a pitiful sight. He can walk by himself, but he is hurting. Hobbling, almost.
Alright.
I'll turn
You don't
down
have to
Ryan.
push yourself too much.
I live to serve, mistress.
I appreciate it.
And he starts down the stairs.
I'll turn to Azavana. Is there any way I can help him at all, or are you good here?
Seems he just wants to keep walking on his own.
Okay. I'm gonna go check in on Osmond then. Make sure that he's doing alright. Let me know if there are any updates, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. See you soon. And so I'll go and try and find Osbane.
Not hard to find. I was watching the whole time from a distance, just
Oh,
kind of making sure things were going okay.
and then I'm gonna head over. Hey, how you doing?
Well, I'd be lying if I said it didn't take quite a lot to not intervene.
Yeah, I figured as much. As much as I would have wanted to bring him back my way, if he wasn't willing with yours, I don't think he would have been any more willing with mine.
Right.
So, I honestly have no idea how we're plan ahead with all this, given that, at least on my end, I don't know what we're running into. But is there anything I can do to prepare?
This whole airship thing is as foreign to me as it is to you.
Cool. Well, then, for the time being, I'm reinforce what I can, or at least try to.
Probably a good idea. I'd be ready for whenever we reach our destination. I don't know what they would have prepared for us. So,
Right.
like Cyrus said, it's probably a trap, but
Almost certainly, but badasses. I'm sure we'll make it through.
Where are you right now, Zravana?
I'm going with our new captain.
You find it very easily to keep pace with him. He's moving like half the speed of like a slow walk.
That's okay.
He sides up to you and does his best to keep a very respectful distance from you, not wanting to touch you without your consent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say anything to him on your way, or do you just follow in silence? Because he does nothing to start conversation.
Yeah. I don't think she's gonna say anything. Yeah. We're gonna be silent for now.
An uneasy silence, at best. You make your way through the ship. The creaks in the floorboards, more prevalent than they seem to be. Louder than you remember.
Of course.
It is 2 floors down. The very bowels of the ship.
Yep. There is one question she will ask him on the way down. Are you sure you don't want aid down these stairs?
I will not bother my master. I can manage.
It is not a bother.
He defers to your judgment.
I'm gonna have some of the shades help him, because she doesn't want him pushing himself too much.
You never see the shades in their full form. They seem to always be around, following you in the shadows. You see a few of them in the dark stretch, wrap around the captain, and seem to advance his stride. Thank you, mistress.
Of course.
You come down into the bottom of the ship, and you find this big arcane machine, a marriage of technology and the magical arts. Some things most assuredly out of place. Some things broken, gears scattered all over the place. And the captain looks around. Like, this is not... I've seen worse. All it would require is some time. A few days, perhaps. and she will be airborne.
All right.
I had a crew once of 30 men under me.
30?
Yes, mistress.
Can you tell me some of their roles?
They were varied. There were shipwrights and tacticians and a cook, and mostly what I would require is the heavy lifting. I am in no position myself, as much as I try to move, as I recall.
Yeah.
Perhaps with some rest, But
Yes.
no, it is the workers' hands I require.
I can provide those. You said 30?
Around. Even if it were just 10, I could make do. It would quicken the pace.
All right.
And if I might pose a question to my master,
Of course.
why am I here? I do not judge. I only want to know the purpose.
My friends and I don't have a first clue as to how to work one of these ships. We needed your help, and where we are currently, there's no one that knew how to work it.
And if you will permit me one more question,
Ask away.
to what end?
To aid in our travels. There is an individual who's been causing a lot of problems for everybody, and we are trying to stop her.
Of course. I will never waver, mistress. You can count on me.
Thank you.
For the night, I'm afraid I must,
Get some rest.
for as much as I can.
Yes.
I would see the bridge, if you would let me.
Of course.
You two, assuming you follow him,
Of course.
follow your way back up onto the deck. While this is happening, is anyone else having any fun little conversations?
Nah.
So Vola is just like finishing up her okay, so she went and stole all those art supplies, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Vola, before this whole thing got set up, found herself canvas and some like for real paints, and then she's got her prismatic marbles and did a full like canvas like painting.
Yeah.
So she's about halfway through like the general sketching, and she's probably going to spend the rest of the next couple of hours or so like actually painting it. But she's got the general layout sketch on there of the scene.
Nice.
Amazing.
Vola gets all of her things set up, and you hear each the creaking of the steps as Azravana and her new captain appear. A large number of shadows immediately disperse around him, forming themselves up into the creatures you know as shades. He gives a bow to you, Azravana, and tells you, if you need me, you know where to find me.
Thank you.
Yes. And he hobbles his way to the front of the ship.
Vola's going to wave as he goes by.
He doesn't seem to notice you.
No.
That's unfortunate.
It's sad. How rude!
He does some pacing. He does some pacing towards. He gets to the very stem of the ship, and you watch it pace a little bit back and forth in the circle, and look upon the full moon, and is still. What next?
I'm gonna gather everyone together to tell them what the captain said.
Okay. If I rest, I can get cantrip that will make it a lot easier to fix stuff. I can also try reinforcing at least the hull, or at least try to. But also, if I'm needed as a deckhand to help with whatever, let me know.
I have a few minions I can use for that, so there's a smaller number that we'll need.
I can pick up things.
Yeah, I'm terrible at pretty much all of that, so not sure how I really gonna be of use here.
Are we done yet? Are you still mad at me? You hear the sound coming from your bag, Asravana.
She's gonna stop. She's gonna stop, freeze in place, look at the bag, and just give it the worst glare.
I'm sorry. I'll be good.
Or can we hear him?
You hear?
I'm gonna open the bag, pull the stick out, and throw it on the ground.
Ow, mother! Ah, yes. Daylight. Wait.
The stick is talking.
You see this staff that hums with magical energy, lightning crackling off of it in little sparks. You see little pieces of like clay attached to it. You reminded you very vaguely of the Behir that you fought some time ago. And you see at the very top this sapphire gem and a skull that sits right on top of it with its jaw holding onto the gem.
Oh, I recognize the skull. Don't I?
I was gonna say, do
Yeah.
Vola,
Yes, you
Cyrus,
do.
and Nathan?
The three of you recognize that skull.
Oh, it's Alwyn. Or
I
Alwyn.
wondered what happened to him.
Hey
thought we
guys,
got this
it's
thing.
been a minute. You don't see like the skull move its mouth, but you hear volume coming from it. Like, it's been a hot second. How are
Hi.
we? What is the
I thought we got
411
rid of this thing.
90210?
I didn't realize you. No, we didn't. Remember, I
just-
put him in my bag because I thought he'd be cool, but then he never talked to me. But apparently,
Hey, I am plenty cool.
No, you're not. Shut your mouth.
Okay.
Okay, this is the most reaction I've ever seen out of Azravana. This thing is fucking cool.
That was not called for, madame. I'm sorry. I'm a thrall of yours now. Mistress. You see the stick whoop, stand upright itself.
Okay,
Feels
my
good to
Azravana is
stretch the
hilarious.
old beanpole again. If I had arms, they'd be stretching.
So what's with the stick?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you see...
Oh, you be quiet. I'm gonna tell them.
Nathan's face just goes, oh.
Again, this is the most reaction. Are we all like on something? Is it just me, or is
No, I'm
Azravana
seeing
like
it.
reacting to things?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I've been
for
dealing
once
with
I am
this.
sober.
Shenanigans for too long, and I'm at my wit's end.
Shenanigans. Oh, okay.
This stick was from the Behir. I was actually going to give it to you, Cyrus, until
should still-
this asshole
I-
decided to
Kep-
move in.
It's fine. The stick is fine. I'm still powerful. You should still use me. I'm pretty rad. I was just saying. This is fun.
I don't want to put that on you.
Okay, what power do you hold other than biting a stick?
I don't know, but something down in my nether regions feels very electric.
Do you have nether regions? You're a skull boy.
Technically speaking, I don't know.
I get it, it's like a phantom limb thing. No, I understand.
Thank you. You don't know what you missed
I got
until
it.
it's gone. Take me into your grasp.
have
And it like hobbles
hold
towards
up
you.
my hand at him.
I grab it before it goes anywhere near.
Why?
You're obnoxious, that's why.
You're against fun.
I'm against you, not fun.
Look, I'm just ahead. Give a head a break.
You're a head on a stick.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's new.
I
you're
mean,
basically a puppet.
You were kind of like
yeah.
all evil and stuff when I killed you. So why are you all like chill now?
Well, you see, I've come to terms with your fucking face. I've come to terms with myself over the past several months, and it seems I have just been taking things a little too seriously with the whole world domination necromancer thing. And once you're literally unable to harness those energies again, you really start to mellow out. In fact, if I were still alive, I think I might go for a cup of coffee
Wait, hold on.
or whiskey.
Question. So you all killed him.
It's
I
fine. Like, we're
Well,
over it.
Vola killed him.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
I'm over that. It's saying, like, it happens.
He was we thought that he was the one who was causing the black tree.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we went out, we
It's true.
killed him, we kept his skull.
I killed him. I
We're
kept
close.
his soul because I thought it was a cool trophy.
There were many questionable
He did not
choices made
talk.
that day.
To me, I
Yeah.
kept him around for 2 months and he never talked to me.
Well, I required some magical
never shuts
energy
up
to
for me.
om-nom on. And so, like, you gave me to her, and I just, like, started to wake up out of my dream state, and it was kind of rad.
I wish you stayed asleep.
You sense, as Ravana having technically fed this thing, you sense this intense, deep sadness. Why would you say that? I would never say that to you.
So, what use do you
Done.
serve other than keeping a stick from other people?
Well, I make a mean gin and tonic.
With what hands?
I was just gonna ask.
I tell jokes.
Really?
I am quite the jokester. Back in the mausoleum, all the stiffs there said I was the funniest.
You know,
Only
I
one
actually
man.
think I just thought of something.
Oh boy.
We could have a lookout in the crow's nest, right?
But,
He is quite loud.
so that bag, you're not gonna put me up there all alone, are you?
I mean, I can go up there.
Smile
I
at him.
want to hang out up there too.
There you go.
I wish to be utilized. I have stick things. Usable.
What do you... So you want to be used as a beating stick?
No,
You want-
perhaps not.
Alright.
I'm waiting for other suggestions.
Leave me alone. Who are you? Nobody. You ain't shit.
He's got a
Excuse
point.
you. Apparently, according to the king, I'm a noble. Don't know how I feel about that yet, but... so
I'm a disembodied skull. What makes you
Right.
think I care about nobles?
He has a point.
That's fair.
Because I don't care that you're a noble either. And you don't care
Oh, I
that
sure as fuck don't fucking care that you're.
I
I
didn't
don't
say
even
anybody
believe that.
cared. I'm just saying he asked who I was. I explained.
What is
To be
this,
fair,
this
I don't
one's
even
name?
believe that, so-
What is the name of the pretty one with the black hair? You. I can't point. You with the pink and the Can't, you're just gonna let me fumble here. You're literally holding on to me. You're just gonna let me fumble.
Yeah.
Wow. That stings. Top 10 betrayals
can
in my
figure it
entire
out.
lifetime.
You're only ahead. You should have a brain.
I'm dead!
So? That doesn't mean you have to be stupid.
At this point, Nathan is just like
Take a
sitting
point of
on the ground
inspiration.
on his knees.
Just for Azurvana getting out there and calling someone stupid to their face. That's
She's
like...
tired of his nonsense. She's tired of his shit. She's in no mood.
Yep.
She was in such a good mood,
I
man.
mean, I've also met some alive people who don't have brains, so I mean,
Me.
Need a calming
that.
mantra.
Well, I wasn't gonna name you specifically.
What are you
but thank for
doing with
volunteering.
me? Don't let me be alone again.
Well, Cyrus, the stick helps with the thunder and lightning abilities, so
Ooh.
I hand the stick to him. Like, you can decide to deal with him if you want to,
I'll
Do you
take
still
it.
have
but I wouldn't be
the-
upset if you don't want it.
Do you still have the item I gave you?
Me?
Yeah.
Which
Oh, and I got it.
one?
It's fine.
Ooh.
I have a list of items in a file. I saved them. Oh, the stick. Duh.
That's here, Cyrus.
Ooh. Did you send it in Discord or
Your-
Facebook?
Discord.
Okay, cool. So this should theoretically. It was not.
Anyway.
It wasn't sent. I don't have it.
Check in the Janusaar chat, not yours.
Janusaar.
Oh, it's in the
I can see-
Janusaar chat? Okay.
Mhm.
Then, hold on, let me just move. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's a big. It is a big.
You can be a big
It does
too.
much. Now
Boy.
it talks too.
It sasses you to no end now.
Oh.
Good, he'll finally have a partner.
The roast.
Oh,
He has a roast buddy.
want it.
This makes them the roasters.
Oh my god, no.
If you want it, you can take it.
I'll be good!
Here's.
I just want a friend.
I'll hang on to it for now.
If he gets to be too much, you can give it back to me. I understand.
Alright, I'll have to think about it. This seems
Or maybe
really
figure
fucking
out
cool,
to-
but I'm just I still have another new toy that I'm still sort of partial to. I mean, I guess I could sort of switch between, but I mean, eh.
I was gonna give it to you sooner, but that happened.
I mean, she does have other items she's
Okay.
entirely forgotten to show you guys, but that's whatever.
Is this
You're right.
pet saying this?
You're right.
I just,
Speaking
it's
of-
literally been months. You have to, they have to know. They have to know because you forgot. I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. I want to
Is-
take out the other items I got from the thing.
Is the stickhead saying that?
Or was that just God from the heaven?
That was God.
Okay.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't
Alright.
be a loot hoarding bitch.
I am being a loot hoarding bitch without really meaning to.
Like shit.
Holy fuck!
Oh my god.
You, so what do you do with Onwin?
What do I do?
Yes, do you like, keep him? Do you...
I'm gonna hang on to him for right now.
Where are you putting him?
In my room, which I probably would have picked a room that is somewhere far away from everybody else.
You take him like, oh, praise the gods! I finally have someone to talk to. Someone to match my superior wit and intellect. Someone that I can finally bounce back and say funny things like, eh? And, am I right? And finally, I can find... What are you doing? Why am I putting in this room? Where are we going?
You're gonna hang out in here until I decide what I'm actually gonna do with you.
But...
Close the door.
And you, from the Disney here...
Yes. Nice.
I'm going to pick up the shield.
Take it.
Go ahead. Take it away from
Osmond
me.
like-
He's gonna be untouchable now.
I grab it and I just like kind of look around as I'm picking it up. Like, anyone else?
Yoink.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
spear's a
Nate.
two-handed weapon. I can't really use it anyway.
Yeah. You know, Nate, I might actually end up giving it to you. I feel like
Oh?
you might be able to use it a little bit better. The
I mean-
stick.
Probably.
Just, it's really cool, and it's great, and it seems like it does a lot of cool things, but, I'm still kind of partial to, and I kind of tap where the Orpheum Saber is.
Yeah, trust me. Don't worry about it. I completely understand.
So, I think I might just end up giving that to you.
Cool. So, DM,
That's me.
is the stick something that I would just have to like have on me, or is
What do you
that
mean?
is like, do I just need to have it on my person, or is it something that I would need to wield in battle in order to?
You need to attune it, and the magic comes from the item. So
Okay,
you'd have to use
so I
it.
wouldn't need to be necessarily holding it.
So
Yeah,
if he
you
like
would need to be
attunes
holding
it
it.
and then straps it to his pet.
No, you need to use it.
Ah,
The magic
okay.
is from the staff.
Nathan is just gonna be switching between a whole bunch of staves.
He's got a staff collection.
Yeah.
A staff
Get like
infection.
one of those cool little magic things that change the element you're going through.
Yeah. Just accessorizing depending on how I want to fuck people up.
Staff infection.
Okay.
Options.
And so he's like, all right, I mean, it's up to you. I was also taking a look at that circlet, but I mean, I'm not gonna take it away from someone if someone else wants to.
I
use
was looking at it too, but I don't need it.
Dea
I was
just
gonna
kind of gives it a side eye.
I figured she would be. Unless somebody else wants it.
Yeah, Nathan just like gestures over to it, looking at her.
She daintily like bends down and like picks it up, and it's just like, no one wants. Okay.
You take it.
You
I
good?
feel like
Enjoy
she'll
that.
put it to the best use.
I mean, I already have my beat stick. I'm pretty good right now.
Your Beat Saber.
Oh shit.
That's a harder game than it looks, by the way.
I'm sure.
I love that game. I've only played it twice, but I love it.
We'll do.
Sounds right. What's next, you guys?
It's pretty late, right? Like it's midnight.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the night.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm gonna go pass out.
we're
And
both gonna take a pause in her drawing and carry it back to her room.
Yeah. So, after I guess this little meeting, I'll ask Nid. So I'm like, do you want to just come get it now, or do you want to wait until the morning?
I'd suggest waiting until the morning.
Okay.
He's obnoxious, and you might not want to keep him in your room while you sleep.
I know.
That's fair. I can sleep through pretty much anything, so...
Well, if you want, you can just put them in my bag. It's
Yeah, I mean,
It works.
I can just get him in the morning, and then I'll
Yeah.
sort shit out with him from there.
Probably. That'll be alright. If he talks, so what? Talking is the softest thing I've had to sleep through. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, going with the Fallen Sons, talking through all hours of the night is not necessarily uncommon.
Well, good luck to both of you, whatever you decide to do with them.
I appreciate it.
Good night.
Night, guys.
Good night.
Austin?
I'll just head down to my room.
Cool. So, unless anybody wants to have any kind of conversation tonight, right on. The night passes. Some of you feel at ease on this ship. Most of you probably do not, considering. And some of you even feel a familiar entrance in the back of your mind.
Uh-huh.
And we sleep just fine. The morning comes, as it typically does. And the captain does tell you it's going to take a couple days, depending on how much help you can muster.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
We are going to, I imagine, get some more help.
In the form of?
Good question.
Weren't we gonna go back to Scythia and see if any of, like, the refugees had any skills that we needed, or anyone who just wanted to fucking leave?
Yeah.
Wasn't that something we discussed last session?
Yeah.
We could also
So,
pay
yeah.
someone to help us fix the ship and all that kind of stuff because we have a shit ton of money.
Hell yeah.
You do?
So I just want to say that Vola probably slept really, really well because growing up, they were tree-dwelling orcs. So
Yeah.
she slept in branches and shit. So she's used to kind of like swaying.
It's true.
So I just want to say that Vola probably had the best night's sleep she's had in a while.
What's going on, guys?
So before we even leave the ship, I'm gonna go over to Sai's room, pick up staff,
Yep.
and I'll have my other staff strapped on my back, and I'm just gonna carry Scully Boy around with me.
Praise the gods! So it's
Okay,
you I'm dealing
listen.
with, huh? Okay, fine. It's fine. We can deal with this. You know what? A little bit of makeup, a little bit of workout. I think we can finally make you a suitable person to carry me around. But you know, you'll have to work at it. You'll need to be quite on top
Listen,
of
we're
things.
setting up ground rules.
Yeah, I agree. So first rule, no cheeses. I cannot deal with
no,
any of
no.
the aftermath of such things, and I will not. You cannot make me.
Listen.
2.
First, no, hold up. As the person who has, appendages, I figure I should lay the ground rule first.
Okay, whatever you say, minion. Go on.
Cool. No, crow's nest sounds good to me too.
Made a good decision.
Yeah.
Crow's nest sounds good to me too. I'll just leave you there
What?
while I go
What?
into town and
No,
shop.
No, please!
That's what I Cool. So, I'm gonna be talking to people every now and then.
Like you do.
Unless I want your insight, I don't want you to say things in case it bothers them, because I've had people in our group bother people by saying words, so unless it's important, let's go with no, yeah?
Friendly query.
What's up?
His definition of important might be different.
Do you like puns?
Oh no.
Depends on how much you like heights.
Oh.
Because I can fly. I hope you know that. Yeah.
Fine, I hear you. I will only speak if there's something important to say.
Or if we're away from, like, if we're just with the group. But even then... Also, I like to sleep at night, so, you know.
You're right. I suppose it is a little insensitive of me, being dead and constantly alone and holed up in a bag and murdered by you, that I should be alone every night and that you get to sleep and have a good time. That is pretty insensitive of me. I apologize.
I mean, either that or I can just shove stuff in my ear and I won't hear away. All I'm saying is, if you have questions or comments, wait till the morning. I will dedicate 10 minutes to just hearing you rant.
Hold up.
Nathan has just said that words.
Oh, what have you done?
Are you certain?
Are you going to be a pleasant person if I do so?
I could just eat myself.
Seems like you're eating the stick more. You'd have to probably finish your first meal before you go into another one.
Okay, fine. I will try to behave. With a few occasions.
And?
I require a sunrise rant. In which
10 minutes, no more.
Fine, 10 minutes, but I want a scribe.
Scribe.
I can get writing utensils.
Nathan, take this down.
Good. Nathan, take this down. So, I want a scribe, and on occasion, should you feel, the urge, toss me a chicken leg or two. Just a little bit to remind me that I'm still technically alive without living.
I'm not gonna be spending an arm and a leg for
No.
it.
I want scraps. I know I can't digest. I just like feeling included.
Beats having to have wasteful stuff. I'll see what kind of scraps the taverns ever have, and
Wonderful.
you'll get a portion of those.
My final request. No, I'm sorry. Yes, my final request.
Cool.
I get veto power once every 2 months.
Veto of what?
One decision or romantic interest. Veto. And you can't say no.
I feel like at this point, I was just holding the stick at my side. At this point, I stop dead and, look at the skull's eyes.
Think of this as bros protecting bros.
How could this
Bros.
possibly go wrong?
Bros before hoes, as it were.
Where did he even learn that? That's amazing.
First,
Tell you
been in a
what,
bag
tell
the
you
whole
what,
time.
tell you what, I'll even give you that power to me.
in terms of romantic interests, you will not be out on any romantic outings. You will be in the room. You will not be present. You will be informed afterward.
Oh, okay. I don't want to watch. I just want to be able to say no. Do not flatter yourself. I only hope when I find a nice disembodied skull that you will not be this rude.
Vetoes will be held as a council between you and I. We will debate and we will figure out the proper course of action from there.
Fine. We have a deal.
Cool. I'll get a contract written up and we'll find a way for you to sign.
What?
And I'm just going to strap them on my back.
I love
and I'm gonna go out and meet everyone else. Just with
The best
Nathan's
decision.
old look of indifference.
This is the best decision. This was the best decision.
Hands down.
Y'all, this is the odd couple, but with a skull and a dumb boy.
Which one are you?
Yes.
Oh, this is amazing.
So where are you guys heading?
Oh god.
And that whole "which one are you" comment is actually a compliment for anything.
I appreciate that you asked me before just assuming.
Where are you guys going? Like, what's going on?
Into town overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Into town. So, you remember the way. It is something of a walk, but not all that far. The Suns still have the camp set up. You still see people go in and out.
Oh, Julian, or DM. Before we go, I wanted to tell the lovely captain I'm gonna leave my minions with him, and he can use them to help for now until we get other people.
It is appreciated, mistress. I will use them as best I can.
Of course.
So
And then I
You
have a
feel the psychic link on your mind lessen a little bit as you relinquish control of your minions to only one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You see them all work in tandem. Like, the minute you hand over control, you obviously still having the master key, as it were.
Yeah.
Handing over, like, the main switch. You see a lot of the minions act in harmony, in tandem, in an immediate way that you have not immediately tried yourself. Shades flying upwards to fix the mast. You see the Leshen stand at attention, and with a few birds perch on different parts of the pier, keeping watch.
Mm-hmm.
Skeletons marching downwards, other shades vanishing into the ground. They seem hard at work.
Cool.
So into town?
Well, I was gonna ask, was there anybody in the Fallen Suns that I would have known was kind of like a notary of sorts or not? Or like someone that could write up the contract, basically.
Yes, actually. You make your way towards this person's tent.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem any of them actually gone anywhere yet.
Mm-hmm.
You open it, and you find Bentry
Mm-hmm.
sitting at a stool, writing in a journal. What is
Bentry.
it? Oh, yes.
I've got
Hi.
something interesting for you today.
Didn't we just get rid of you? Yes.
You're gonna really want to hear what I have to say.
Okay.
I need a contract written up, kind of a partnership agreement. And I
Go
just pull out
on.
the staff and hold it in front.
With a stick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead and what?
He's not gonna fucking do it. That's amazing.
I like grab it by the bottom and tap him a little bit on the ground, like on the skull.
Hello? Oh my. You know what? What do you need?
So we've already made a few terms. We basically just need a contract written up. That way he can't fucking say, "Oh, we didn't actually make an agreement." So, and also just so that we have something to reference, because he's already been weird, and I don't want him to become more weird.
Make a persuasion check, Nathan.
Oh,
And you know
boy.
what?
First roll of the night.
He's a liar! I need to make one as well. I need to make sure I need final say over this contract. I need you to help me out. Give me a hand, as it were, because I don't have any hands. Anna's gonna make a persuasion check too.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna add in, this guy was a lich, by the way.
I believe it. It's like, who hasn't been at this point in their lives?
Fair enough.
Alright, what'd you get?
I am never rolling this die again. I know, I have any
Onwin
inspiration.
is gonna
9.
roll at disadvantage.
Okay. 9. I have a 0 charisma modifier.
Good job.
Help a skull out. You know, I know I'm getting played here, but I don't care. So, Nathan, what do we need?
So, and I'm just gonna noodles him all the terms that we had agreed upon.
I see. And over time, he did write it out in, like, this special quill that he has.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And if someone were to break this deal...
If I break my end of the deal, negotiations are remade. If he breaks his end of the deal, I leave him on the road wherever we're at. Or if we're on the ship, loop.
Okay, a problem does exist here in
Cool.
such a legally binding magical contract. Define good behavior. Because that is a little bit iffy.
I am almost certain he understands when he is being vexing toward others.
Okay. I have been many things in my life, but I have never been vexing, not once. Whatever that means.
Come ask Azravana.
You know what? We're gonna leave that part blank and just call it good, yeah? Alright. It requires a signature.
And so, I'll sign my bit. And now I'm just gonna look at the stick.
Hey, boss. What's your grand idea now? The skull Onwin looks at you.
Stick his skull in some ink and slap it on there.
I'm just gonna look toward Bentry. Do you have a ink pad at all?
Not on me. I have a little flask of ink.
Well, he doesn't really have hands, so I think the best we're gonna
Yeah,
do
I
is-
don't even know what you were really expecting when you came in here needing a signed contract from a disembodied skull.
figured it was better than not having a contract for a disembodied skull.
I mean, who's signing?
It has to be some way of signifying that they are the one who signed it, yes?
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna look for any, like, specific oddities on the skull.
Oddities?
Like, designating marks. Like, this is his skull.
Dental record.
Oh!
Aside from, like, the biting, but you gotta keep in mind, like, the gem of the staff is right in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So not sure what kind of purchase you could get off that.
Well, I imagine his front teeth are on one side of it. Like,
Yeah.
around, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to, like, put ink around, like, the front of his top jaw and then just roll him on. Like a stamp. And then I'll clean him up.
You're gonna have a lot of writing to do tomorrow at 8 a.m.
I'm fine with this. I need more structure in my life anyway.
Not gonna lie, Nathan, that was pretty brutal. I'm kind of a cold, heartless bitch, and wow.
He already agreed to the contract. And there was no other way for him to sign it. This is the most designated mic we're gonna get.
I do not like the effect I've had on you.
Who says that you had this effect? I've had other people in my party that are just as diabolical as you are.
Ah, yes. It's always the cleric.
Yes! Truth!
Sure, buddy.
Anyway,
Something I know it.
I just got to the part of this where the girl finds a squid out in the middle of the ocean and they're about to get weird. So, like, unless you
Okay,
want to
bye.
read this final... There it is.
And I'll take the contracts and leave. Thanks, Bentry, as I make my way out.
Whatever. What are the rest of you doing?
I don't fucking know.
Actually, you know what? We're going to take a quick break real quick. I think we're getting our Dea back.
Yes!
Break
Oh
time.
my god.
Hi, stream.
Hi, Stream.
We are back!
We're back, and things are fixed, and nothing went wrong, and everything is perfect. So,
Whee!
I believe we were entering Scythia, even though Nathan just had the strangest legal transaction I think I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
I imagine I'm a bit behind.
What do we wish to do?
Well, we were
Nathan, at
looking-
this moment, is with Bentry.
Yeah.
I'll probably be wherever Osmond is.
That sounds right. That sounds on brand.
I don't know. I feel like Cyrus just came along because he didn't want to hang out on the ship.
Why not? He looks like he's seen a ghost.
Well, we were just going to see if we can find people to help, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing that?
I'm gonna walk up to people and ask them if they want to help fix the ship.
So you're just gonna walk up to random people and ask?
Yeah.
Alright,
Nice.
make a persuasion check.
And Vola's really fucking awkward, too. So we're all remembering. Okay. So that's gonna be a 3.
Hey guys, you want to join us for thing?
Perfect.
So you
And you're right.
freak out a bunch of people.
Are we still like all relatively grouped up besides Nathan, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nathan came in here with the
We
purpose.
should probably just go talk. We should probably just go talk to Sola, see if he knows anybody.
Maybe
Probably a
there's.
good call.
Yeah, maybe there's some. Yeah, whoever knows how to fix it.
He probably knows the majority of the people here. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
To Solus.
Yeah!
You make your way to the biggest tent that you can find. Most definitely Solus's tent. He does not appear to be home. But you ask around a little bit and you find him out and about on patrol. Evening.
We need help fixing our boat.
I told you I could not man the crew for you.
Oh no, we have things. We just need help fixing it. And then those people can stay here.
Unless they want to come with us, I guess.
I have money. It's money that you gave us.
Are you
but,
looking? What are you looking for specifically? A shipwright? Just hired help?
people who can lift things so we
Mostly heavy lifters, yeah.
Heavy lifters. Well, shame to say, I don't actually have many people that I can really spare at the moment. We're digging through the rubble trying to find survivors, and I need as many hands on deck as I can get.
We'd only need like a few for a couple days. And they'll be right back to you.
Tell you what. There is someone I can spare. I can spare this person. I can't give you many others, though.
Okay.
Whatever we can get, I guess.
He's not the most... Let's just say he has a hard time relating to others.
Okay.
We found him at the base of the mountain, just walking around in a daze. A spirit medium of sorts, we think. He's proven himself in his enchanting arts, but frankly, he could use a little bit of time in the field. If you could use him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll send for him.
All the help we can get, I suppose.
I guess. He can maybe magically make things move or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Tell you what, actually, I can give you someone else. How about the one you rescued earlier? Garn was his name?
Garn, I thought he was heading out to do his own thing.
You know, Bencher's been keeping a pretty tight leash on him, and who knows, he might be interested in the extra work for the time being. If anything, to get away for a minute.
Okay, all the help we can get is appreciated.
I assume we can find him where Bentry is.
Maybe?
Maybe.
I'll send for him. He's somewhere around the camp, most definitely. Bentry's been on a weird kick as of late, very specific. He fancies himself some sort of ink mage. It's strange. even by his standards. He isn't as outwardly awkward as he normally is. He hasn't said fuck in a solid 24 hours. I'm worried about him. He's gonna explode.
Alright.
Anyway, that all.
Yes,
I guess.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Safe journeys.
Good luck. Furious waving.
What now?
Go find Garn, I guess.
Yep.
You find him in much a similar spot that you would have thought, honestly. Not too far out of Benchy's tent, but you see him looking around barrels of ink and papers all over the place. He seems very frustrated.
Hi, Guard.
Hi. I thought you guys would be gone by now.
We ran into a few hiccups getting everything ready.
The ship needs some repairs before we can take off.
Oh, do you need any help?
Yes.
Yes,
He
actually.
drops the barrels. Let's go. Where? Please, where? Show me.
To the docks.
It's
He
the
follows.
boat.
Sure.
It's the boat with the skeleton.
Indeed.
It'll be easy to find.
Solus actually seems to have better on his word. Behind Garn, you see a few people follow. It seems he did find a couple to spare.
Sweet.
Excellent.
You return to the ship, and everyone that you brought back from Scythia, assuming you didn't want to do anything in, like, the camp, do you?
No.
Okay, yeah, bring them back, and they're all immediately against going on the ship.
Yeah, that's fair.
Wonder
You
why.
see all these crows circling. The closer you got to the ship, the more of them you started to see. And you see, like, these swirling shadows, and you can feel the magic in the air the closer you get to the ship. Skeletons, unholy abominations trouncing around, and you see the Leshen standing straight, still. And the
And
mass of absorbing clay just trotting along.
Yeah, I'll do my best to try and just reassure him.
Make a
same here.
persuasion
Don't-
check.
Yeah.
I'm just
Don't
gonna
mind them, they're friendly.
start helping. I'm just gonna climb up there and I'm gonna go to the captain and be like, I can help. What do you need me to do?
I'm
The
just gonna
captain
say to
directs you.
everybody, if you don't try and kill them, they won't try and kill you. It's fine.
Would you roll?
Advantage because they're helping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I help out?
Okay. Okay.
You're like, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Much better. Much better.
And Nathan's missing a journey.
30-20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Garn steps out first. And slowly they start to get on the ship. You
So
see...
how many in total do we have?
That's in total, well, add 5 to whatever your minion count is right now.
Because I didn't.
Oh, you didn't count your minions.
Yeah, I have 4. I have 6. I don't remember raising a lot of skeletons.
You didn't. You rose like what you needed.
Yeah. Do we still have corpses around?
You could look for them.
Fine.
I'm gonna do that so we can get more, because it's.
Okay.
Because didn't
Make
you
a per-
consume the 3 skeletons
Yeah.
from last session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we only have a total of 7, including the captain, and then the 5 that just came up.
You can look
Well.
around.
Yeah.
Vola, the captain immediately gives you instructions to lift the heaviest objects. Make a strength check.
Yes. Okay. 17.
17, you find this big metal gear and you whoop, lift it right up. With much greater ease than any of the skeletons could manage, especially with like 2 or 3 of them working on it at the same time.
That's because I have muscles and they don't.
I suppose.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Nope.
The captain, while not seeming generally fazed by pretty much anything, you would imagine would take delight in your strength. What of the rest of you?
I'll help where I can. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm not
Like
sure.
just lifting?
I'm not good
Yeah,
at any
I
of
mean,
the things they need, so
I
I'm
think
going
I'm-
to my room to stay out of the...
Yeah, I think I'm the second strongest in the group.
That sounds right.
Probably.
That's not a
Yeah.
very high bar, but yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. No, that's
Bunch
with a
of
13.
So everybody except Azurvana and Cyrus are just kind of lifting and doing things?
I probably am no help whatsoever when it comes to lifting shit, so...
What would you do?
If there's any other cleaning that needs to be done, I'll ask the captain what else besides heavy lifting needs to be done. But I do not want... I'm not easy. in
The
approaching
captain
it.
in his full attire, the glowing purple orbs in his eyes, and his distant voice distorted by the magic. He seems a little steadier today. A little stronger. And he's my mistress has instructed me to repair the engine. I suspect whatever cleaning you think must be done should be.
How are you feeling?
Hold on, again. Okay.
The most pure thing ever.
Protect her!
Oh,
He-
jeez.
He, unfazed by your entire presence. I do not.
Keep up the good work. Turn around. Leave. I'm just gonna start going from the bottom and start cleaning to the top. I'm gonna revert back to I don't want to think about anything in life, so I'm just gonna scrub floors.
Like you do.
Like you do, you know.
Alright,
Get
so
back
you
When
to
you
get
don't
about-
want to think about life, you just start scrubbing floor.
What are you doing, Nathan?
Cinderella didn't have a fucking care in the world.
What are you doing,
So-
Nathan?
The only other thing I was gonna do was buy a journal, and like.
You bought it. It's fine.
Cool.
You bought it. Mark off 30 copper pieces.
30 copper. Cool. Sweet. And so I'm.
And that
I'm
does include
actually-
writing utensils, by the way.
Okay. That does.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So I'm actually gonna try. And are there like plants around the ship at all or nah?
What are you looking to do?
I'm trying to look to reinforce the hull itself. Kind of make it thicker and more robust. And I was actually going to try and see if I could use mold earth to kind of. Oh no! Wait, that didn't work last night. Never mind. So yeah, I'm just going to try and use Druidcraft to kind of make the hull more stable if I can. If not, then I'll just see what use I can be of inside. Probably using conjure animals to help lift stuff.
Using Druidcraft wouldn't really... It's like for small little feats to perform magic.
So if I were to do that, it would take fucking ever. Okay.
It would take forever, and also it's not... You wouldn't really be able... You'd be able to, like, make bulbs and things that you found bloom, which
Okay.
might damage the hull.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
If you had more nature around you and more spells to use at once, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Good thought, though.
I'm gonna. I used to have memorized what C. I'm gonna go and help, or I'm gonna conjure. I know they exist. I don't. Let's see. Apparently they don't. Never mind. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna conjure like some pretty large sized crabs to like help carry stuff around.
How big are these crabs?
Like medium size?
What is that? Oh, you mean like the medium size, like human sized?
Yes.
Okay, would you know what their strength is?
I was looking for stats. That is the tiny crabs. That is not what I want. Their strength is 13.
Okay, fairly beefy. And Osmond, you're just like lifting shit?
Yeah.
And I can summon a lot of them.
How many is a lot?
16? No, that can't be right.
No. No way.
I'm pretty sure it's 8.
Okay. That was the number I'd believe.
Yeah, there's CR 8th, so I'm pretty sure that's 8.
Wait, they are 1/8 is their CR?
Yeah. Giant crab.
You might? Are you okay, so are you sure you can summon 8? Because I have the unfortunate suspicion it's 16.
Yeah, 8 for quarter CR.
16.
So, on
Damn.
top of all the fucking crazy shit that's going on this goddamn boat of hell, you see this tiny, well not tiny, this actually quite fucking horrifying crab, human-sized crabs, skitter out of nowhere onto the boat and just start as best they can. The captain seems unaware and unfazed and just directs them like, cool.
What the fuck else are you gonna do when you have 16 human-sized crabs coming at you?
I'm below deck. If I see one of these motherfuckers, I'm gonna scream.
You hear
And I'm gonna,
from the bottom of the boat.
Oh shit, I should have told Dea.
I'm gonna run up and try and find you, Nathan. Nathan! I don't know what that is, but stop making monstrosities with Azravana!
This wasn't with Azravana. These are crabs.
I don't care what they are!
Crab people. Mom is scolding you, dude.
I
probably would have come running out of my room when I heard the scream, and then immediately after hearing Dea scream, Nathan! Okay, never mind.
you hear from on your back. Ooh.
Listen, we'll talk about this later. I just say toward the skull.
Wait. So, have I seen the skull?
You see the skull, but there's this funny side effect. There's this funny little thing. Have you attuned to it yet, by the way?
I mean, it's a long rest, right?
Yeah.
Would it be considered a long rest since I got it this morning?
Didn't you get it last night?
No, I got it this morning.
Okay, never mind.
It was
Never
first
mind.
thing in the morning.
Everything's fine.
No. Cool. Scared. But yeah, I have it strapped to my back, so you can probably see skull nomming on a crystal.
This is normal, by the way, Dea. You have seen this earlier tonight. Wink,
Okay.
wink, wink, wink.
Alright.
Yeah, apparently he decided to latch on to a stick that Azravana was going to give Cyrus, but Cyrus didn't want to deal with talking skull.
Stick.
Okay. So I've seen the skull stick. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay.
And don't worry, I have a contract with him. Things are chill. Yeah.
Dave's just gonna turn around, take her mop bucket, go downstairs.
Bye.
Ravana, make a
Yes.
perception check to find these
Oh.
corpses.
Oh no.
Oh no! Ah, fuck.
With a-
It's gonna be bad.
Work.
I love
15.
You find in a church.
Oh.
You find a small group of people. Their bodies reduced to ash, but their skeletons remaining. Together. Close.
Well. How many?
5.
That is exactly the number I want to use. I'm going to cast Dance Macabre on them so I can resurrect all 5 of them at once.
They lurch upward. The skeletons reforming, bones popping into sockets that they were not supposed to again. Horrible twisting, the connection of shapes. 5 skeletons stand at the ready.
Alright, I'm gonna bring him
Mistress.
back to the ship.
They march behind you. And you come back to the ship. Technically speaking, I guess, your ship, considering what's running it right now. Except you come back, and you see this army of freakishly large crabs swarming the boat.
The fuck?
And you see Dea scolding Nathan, and Nathan precariously addressing Dea, and then a skull, and then Dea.
I'm just gonna keep walking. Go give the skeletons to the captain. And also ask the captain, what was your name? I don't believe I ever asked.
So you follow your skeletons down, direct them, and you find yourself trying to get down the stairs, scooching past living people, dead people, giant crabs. And
You know,
frankly,
typical Wednesday night.
it's a little disconcerting.
Yeah,
You
this
find-
is real.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is bonkers. Even by your standards.
Jesus
Christ. And you find the captain standing, watching, directing as if nothing's wrong. This is normal. Wednesday night.
This is fine.
And as far as he knows.
I mean, is it not?
And what do you want to do?
I wanted to tell him I had a few more skeletons and to direct them.
They will be
And
a
also
bunch of
ask what his
assistants,
name is.
mistress. My name?
Yeah.
In life, this one did have a name. For what little it is worth now. I was once a man, a human, named Dmitry Mikhail Koznikov. My underlings called me Captain Mikhail.
Captain Mikhail.
Of course, that is a dead man's name. And my mistress may call me whatever she needs.
How do you spell that name? Oh shit.
Damn.
I wouldn't have spelled any of those right.
Nope.
Yeah, That's what I was just gonna say. Well, Captain, I'm glad you're helping.
Indeed. Am I to remain this name?
Yeah.
Yes, mistress. What else do you require of me?
That's all for now. I won't distract you.
Should
Any
you
longer.
need more information of this one in life, I will gladly give it.
Thank you.
He bows. A rich man's bow. One hand behind his back, one over his stomach, and he bows.
Ooh.
Fancy.
As far as the day is concerned, unless anything needs to happen, it goes as chaotic and weird as you might assume. A bunch of crabs. There's been complaints of crabs stepping on some of the crewmen. There's been complaints of some of the crewmen eyeing the crabs with some weird amount of bloodlust in their dead skeletal sockets. And, you know, it's just kind of a weird time all around, with no one in particular getting used to the absorbing clay or the leshen that is just standing, staring, watching.
Oh boy.
I feel like of all of the weird things, the lesh is probably the thing that unnerves Willa.
Yes, because you've heard leshen are real. Like, make a history check.
Ooh.
By the way, I saw a picture of one. Fuck no.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No.
Yeah,
And
no.
I imagine, like, out of everyone would probably know she is got woods.
Well, you can do this with advantage, by the way, because this is part of your
Okay, yeah, I need to find a flatter surface, so I'm gonna move.
You can re-roll if it's not on a flat surface.
Because I definitely, like, rolled, and then I was
'Cause
like,
that's not fair.
ah! I made a mistake. Give me a second. And you said with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, 13.
A leshen is a legend. Historically, it is a creature of the forest, which is why this seems so unnervingly similar. They guard their territory jealously and viciously attack all who enter its domain. It's known for using the forest itself against its enemies. But this thing is no leshen by any normal means. A leshen is made out of bark and wood and trees. This is a perversion of one of nature's guardians. Something dark, twisted.
Yeah, she's good with all the skeletons and all the dead shit, but the lesson.
Because it's this
That-
big, thin shape with these long talons, each half an inch long, that are sharp to a needle point, towering above you almost twice your size. However, again, unless something needs to happen, it is a very productive day. Dimitri thinks that he can have the ship ready in a working order by tomorrow.
Okay.
The crew itself is called to the deck. You all are helping, doing your own things throughout the day, and it seems Dimitri has taken the opportunity to set up a sort of campsite for you aboard the ship.
Sweet.
He seems to have responded well to your curiosity in him. You see bedrolls laid out, a fire pit easily separated from the actual boards and wood of the ship, and the smell of grain and poultry. It seems they have done their own amount of scavenging while you weren't looking.
Sweet.
You all come to this, and you find the captain, again giving his rich man's bow. This one saw it necessary to prepare sustenance. If that is satisfactory.
Definitely.
Thank you.
He bows.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
He
Oh,
backs away. What?
I was just gonna say, if you guys don't finish your stuff, give them to me.
Okay.
Just if you guys have scraps.
He, Dimitri himself
does this.
backs away into the darkness a little bit, and it becomes a little difficult to see him, just observing, watching, waiting, standing guard.
So, while we're eating, I'm just going to turn to Azervana. So, assuming that everything is as you left it, what can we expect when we get where we're going?
Destruction. The remains of what used to be a city. It's completely destroyed. Except maybe an underground place that I know of, but everywhere else.
Meaning at least on the surface,
It's ruins.
Liza's minions probably have, at the very least, moved in.
Most definitely.
Cool.
DM, I have a question.
DM has an answer.
Does any of this food look or smell off? I don't trust the food.
You can make an investigation check to find out.
I would love to do that.
I did not prepare that
Woo!
today.
Plus. Investigation?
Yes.
19.
Honestly, the food seems fine. Weirdly, some of it is cooked to a pretty decent degree. You must see it be some sort of parting gift from Garn after he left his shift earlier this morning.
Alright, good enough for me. I will eat it then.
Dimitri steps out of the darkness a little bit. Just to get a closer view, it seems. The purple glowing orbs in his eyes seeming ever more prevalent as night progresses.
Oh. Dimitri, you can join us if you'd like.
I would not presume such a boon, mistress.
Well, the option is there if you want it.
He remains. He's closer now. He's finding a in-between of being here and there.
Alright.
Our destination, mistress, for the other for tomorrow.
Do you know a place called Riviel?
I cannot say that I have heard of it. Have you a location?
We
Yeah.
put the map over in the quarters,
In like
right?
the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
With the big planning table.
Yeah.
If I am
Yeah.
to navigate us there, I will need to know a general
Yeah.
area.
I'm gonna show him on the map.
Are you
where
gonna
we're
do that?
headed.
Are you doing that now?
Yeah.
The shades, sensing your desire, you see the map being floated along towards you on a massive shadow.
Oh.
Nice.
Convenient.
You point at, they fold the map up in front of you. And you point to it, or?
Yeah, she kind of points and says where it is. And I show him where we are currently, too. Because she would know that, right?
Yeah, easy. You point on the rightmost landmass, the biggest one. Sorry, not the biggest one. If you can see, actually, I'll write on it. This area? Not writing very well, but it's there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
The island just to the right of it, just to the east.
Okay. With the 3 peaks.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
You point there, and he notes, Mistress, this is near the Cadmium Sea. It will be very difficult to get in and out from air.
Great.
I could only bring us close. I could not bring us down all the way.
Alright.
Unless you bid me try, regardless.
We'll figure something out.
The
long
When
do
we were
you
looking
think
for
it would
travel
take?
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
provided anything goes well, I predict no more than 2 stops,
Wow.
barring all bandits and other misfortunes. Unfortunately, sky pirates in my time were very common.
Do you have in mind an area to stop?
I know a small town here. He points just southeast of the volcanic basin, of the landmass near you. A small town that lives off of the volcano minerals. I've had a crewman be there before. It is small, but has what is required of me. Beyond that, there is an entrance to the Cadmium Sea. A in-between of sorts. People do live there. Buildings are built. But I would never describe it as a town. It is an odd location, to say the least. Few people have actually explored it, let alone mapped it.
Question, DM.
Yes.
The town southeast of the volcano,
Mm-hmm.
is that near
Oh,
My
the
temple?
place we described.
yeah.
It would fall under a similar place if you were looking for like where that temple is. You would be looking more into the mountain range the volcano is associated with.
Okay.
Such a location is quite secretly guarded,
Indeed.
but it
And
would match
the,
a lot of descriptions. Yes,
If I'm remembering correctly,
your home is on that landmass.
yeah. So I just pipe up. From what I remember, I don't.
So the easternmost bit of that landmass.
Yeah. I'll try and remember, but if we can find a place to touch down, I know of a place where we can at least stay the night, and possibly at least gather some food and water that is on the way. So we at least have 2 pit stops, possibly.
Right. I can provide us with food and water during the journey, but it's not going to taste good, so...
Yeah. The place I'm mentioning has definitely an abundance of fish, if it's still however.
Dea perks up.
And Nathan thinks for a second, he's like, home, basically.
Oh.
Not saying it's in this necessary stop if it's not able to, but presenting it as an option.
The Avatar. It is time.
Long ago.
My brother's calling me, sorry.
Anyway,
Yes, his ringtone is the Avatar
I
theme
love
song.
it.
He shows up in my phone as Avatar Broku, by the way.
I approve.
It should
And
also
yes,
be
his
noted-
contact image is what you think it is.
it should also be noted that none of you actually know Dimitri is named Dimitri.
Sorry, you
What?
cut out.
Yeah.
It should
No,
also
that's
be
actually
known that none of you know Dimitri is named Dimitri.
Oh, we don't know his name.
We don't.
Would we have heard
As
her call her
Urbana said it.
Dimitri? Yeah, she said Dimitri.
Okay, then all you would know is Dimitri then.
Okay.
So, Dimitri, what are the requirements for landing somewhere? Like, what will we need?
An open space, preferably. Somewhere up high is the norm, though it is not uncommon to fly from the ground.
Okay.
Every time we do lift off from the ground, though, it is harder on the engines, and it might run the risk of a failure.
And I'm assuming there's not really a high-rise place by home.
Honestly, you
remember.
land on a beach.
Yeah.
Beach near
Is there like
woodlands.
Is there like a cliffside of some sort, maybe?
Maybe you could look for... There might be a place. You'd have to... It's been a minute. You'd have to
Yeah.
see.
I imagine even Nathan.
Because your focus was on the ocean.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if we can, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Find a place to park.
Yeah. If we can't.
Parking is always a bitch!
If we can't find a place for the ship to rest, then we'll just
It
try and
is-
make the rest of the journey.
It is possible to never land the ship at all, provided fuel comes back in a timely manner.
Okay. So we just hover.
Manner of speaking.
Okay. What exactly is needed for fuel?
A cocktail of various plants, animals, and magic reagents that I cannot name right away. It would take too long. And
If
frankly, many of them are minute amounts that probably wouldn't even matter all that much should you remove them.
Well, if at some point you would like to give me a list, I can try and forage for them wherever we stop.
I would know how to process them. I know how to fly the ship, know how to make the fuel.
Well, perfect time to learn then. And I can figure that out on my own.
Dimitri looks at you, Azravana.
She shrugs.
I'm not saying that
Bows.
I'm not saying that responsibility is on you. I can get that done. I've been meaning to practice more of my craft anyway.
Should my mistress will it, I will help you. Her reactions to being called mistress are wonderful. She just...
Stop! Look at
It's weird. It's weird. It's straight up weird.
I mean, you could tell him to not call you that.
She's just thinking about
She
it.
digs it. She just digs it. It's fine.
It's weird, but not necessarily in a bad way.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like it.
continue.
Well, regardless, I'm happy to help in any way that I can. I grew up around boats. I didn't necessarily have much experience on them, though. So I imagine this would be probably the best way I can make use of myself.
In life, this one spent his whole life on a boat.
I'm
My
almost
father
envious.
sailed from the shattered shore all the way to the east side of Vienna. I was trained to fly at the age of 18. I have a long history with vessels.
It's impressive.
I try to be.
Few people that I've known that worked on ships were really pleasant. Glad to see we have one among us.
Is this happening in front of, like, did they bring the map out, or is this all on the captain's
Oh, this is
plate?
happening right here, right now, in front of everybody.
Okay.
She had her
Well,
minions
then-
like lay it out for her and like flip the pages kind of deal.
Anything for
Well-
mistress.
Well, good to know we're in good hands then.
Osbin,
Yes.
hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
no.
never good.
A familiar sight appears to you,
Oh,
Osbin.
no.
Mhm.
Black
Oh
dress,
no.
long white hair, pale
Oh
skin.
no.
It's strange. It's like she doesn't actually mean to be here for you. She looks up at Dimitri. She's still shorter. She's honestly quite short. Dimitri's about 6 foot and she's like 5'9". She looks up at him with sadness in her eyes, deep and distant. You don't have to address her. You just notice that she is there. Should it's something you want to pursue.
I'm just gonna watch her for a while, see what she does.
Cool. The rest of you, while Dimitri is explaining this about himself, Eliza just watches. Very enthralled in every motion, every movement.
Wait, can we all see her as well?
No.
Oh, I was confused for a second.
He explains, I spent 20 years in the air ever since. 6 of them as a captain. This was to be my ship. He motions around. And I suppose, in a way, it was. Mistress, this one is grateful for serving you.
We're grateful for your help.
In life, this one had special training with concealed firearms. Should you come... Such things are not common in the Janusaar, especially not here in Juron. But should you come across a pair of pistols, I would defend this vessel with my life. As much that is left of it, anyway.
Of course. I'll see what I can find.
This one thanks you, mistress.
Of course.
He's beautiful. You hear her say.
No.
Not in, like, that way. In this very genuine
Maybe
tone
a
of
little.
voice. Much the same way someone admires a piece of art. He's beautiful. I don't know if you can hear this one, but I remember my first. The whole time she is staring at Dimitri while he's talking. So messy. I can never figure out how to separate the... She turns. Look! Perfect spinal reconstruction. Amazing.
This is
Criticizing my work.
The girl has talent. I cannot deny. Unbelievable you would even consent to this, Osmond. And she reaches out and touches Dimitri's cheek and cups it in her hand. I wasn't expecting this from you. Not from your group, and... This has done me good. And this one, she motions to the Leshen, a true work of art.
You have a fan, Ezravana.
God damn it.
Looking at the Leshen,
Oh man.
she is...
Little does she know.
She is healthy. For as much as she can be. Strange, I always thought these things were without a gender, but my mother just knows. I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't intrude, but I just had to see. She does turn to you.
I've just been watching her this whole time. I haven't said anything.
Anyway. She gives you a curtsy. Another time. And she vanishes. And right at this point is around where Dimitri explained to you that thank you for the sidearm thing. What happens?
Daya's just been nervously just like watching Dimitri just kind of still taking in and just like holding Osmond's hand and kind of nervously rubbing it as she's listening to Dimitri and just trying to figure this shit out.
There is a moment you sense his hand go a little limp a little bit for like a couple minutes and then re-engage.
Noted.
Just like he was focusing on something else.
Yeah. I guess I would note it. I'm focused on freaking Dimitri. I'm
Yeah.
just like...
Osmond will probably, because it's like pretty late now, right?
Oh yeah, it's pretty late.
Okay, Osmond will probably just stand up and say, well, if anything about the plan changes, let me know. I'm going to call it for the night.
I think I will too.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Me too.
Thank you, Dimitri.
Thanks,
This
Captain.
one lives to serve. He bows.
As I'm walking away, I'd like to just kind of get a little close to Azravana and just say, a word if you have the time.
Sure.
Dimitri instinctively stays close to you, Azravana.
It's alright. We'll be alright for now.
And he
Rest for
bows.
the night.
Yes, mistress. And he departs. What of the rest of you? I'm sorry.
Nathan's just kind of turned to Dimitri and say, thanks for telling us how you lived. Hopefully, you'll continue to have a full life. As I'm like gathering up the scraps and putting them in like a small little sack.
It's funny. It's like you feel this like drip of saliva on your back.
Gross! Ah!
But you go to wipe it and there's nothing there. It's just like this weird like psychic connection sort of thing.
Even worse!
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry my sack to my room. Night, guys, and then just turn to the skull. That is really unnerving.
Do we know he talks, or is he? Or is
Yeah, you know he talks.
Yeah, we know
Okay.
he talks.
We can hear. Okay. Shit.
Astronauta's accident.
Vola.
Accidental child.
Vola's just gonna wave goodbye, and she's like pretty tired at this point. She was lifting a bunch of shit all day.
Yeah.
But
Dimitri
she's-
does give you a little head nod.
Yay.
Senpai has noticed you. Congratulations.
Yay!
Acknowledgement. That's all I want.
And what of you, Cyrus?
So I just get up, when Osprey gets up. Yeah, me too. Thanks, Captain. Good to know we're in good hands. And I'm just gonna go off to my room.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I notice, I'm next to Osmond, if I see he kind of wants to talk to Azraban, I'm just gonna say, like, I'll meet you in the room and,
Yeah, of course.
Leave
It
them.
won't be long.
okay. Peck on the cheek, head off to bed.
Mwah!
Ah!
Adorable.
Your conversation.
So once everyone's kind of made their way away, it's like, so, it seems like you have an admirer of your work.
An admirer.
While we were having our conversation about where we were going and talking with Dimitri, I saw Eliza again.
Ah,
She was enthralled, to say the least. She looked at Dimitri like one would look at art.
normally I would be flattered, but in her case, I don't know how I feel about that.
That's why I figured I should tell you. I didn't know how to feel about it either. Regardless, it's just something to keep in mind.
Yeah. I won't follow her same path.
I was
can
about to
assure you
say,
of that.
one of the comments she made was she remembered her first.
I see.
But,
I doubt I'll ever forget Dimitri.
right, I figured you should know.
Thank you for telling me.
Get some rest. Have a good night.
You too.
And I'll head down.
Nathan,
Mm-hmm.
I do believe you have a deal to comply with.
That comes in the morning, though, so I'm assuming this is after we all rest.
What about the scraps?
The scraps.
Yeah, like, I take him to the room and I, like, set the pole down. I'm assuming there's, like, a table.
Yeah.
So I, like, lean the pole against the table and I just lay out, like, open the sack of scraps on the table.
Ooh. Damn,
need
you
to
did
hold-
some gathering.
Everybody left these, so I
Well,
just...
Papa's hungry. Ah.
Oh god.
Ah.
like, since he's opening up his mouth, I'll pick the skull up and put them next to the scraps.
The skull and the staff cannot be removed.
Oh,
The skull and the staff are together. Like, they are merged.
okay, so how do you expect me to do this, dude?
You have hands.
What am I supposed to rub it against your scalp?
Put it in my mouth. Have you eaten anything before?
So what, is it like the jaw just like
Yeah.
back while the front is just attached?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like hold the staff and just kind of like rake
God damn it!
him like over the scratch.
God damn it! What am I, a goddamn wheelbarrow to you?
What, do you want me to treat you like?
Put the food in my mouth!
I'll take like
Incredible.
a little bit and just drop it into his mouth.
You find a small piece of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And it falls right through the staff onto the floor, and it's like, I feel like I could have made a bargain with a better chip.
Yeah. But it's in contract, so.
Well, we might as well be here. Bring it on.
So I just set up like some sort of like bed under him.
Gotta
And
feed
I
your
just
skull.
like drops up some stuff in, and I'm like, you know what? You might be helping me here. I can use this for compost.
Hit me, baby! One more time?
Compost. It helps grow plants.
I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
Why did I figure this would be the? So I'll just put the rest of the scraps in the.
You
thing.
do have to attune to it to use its abilities.
Okay, then I'll just like.
Are you going to spend the evening doing that, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So over your sleep, you just, like, connect.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Anything need to happen tonight?
I'll probably attune to my circlet
Good idea.
before going
And
to
my
bed.
shields.
Alright. Anyone want to visit the Arboretum?
Yes.
Okay. Well, by anyone, I meant Osmond. To which you said
Just
no.
All of us have a hole open up in our head. Just.
I was like, oh my god, trees.
That'd be pretty dope.
Nirvana saw it
You-
for like a second.
You wake up. And immediately, Nathan, in your mind, you hear a screaming. It is time!
Oh god.
Pay up, bitch!
Oh, you have the worst alarm clock in history.
I was gonna say, this is your new alarm clock.
Wah! Wah!
I like grab the staff and like tap it very lightly. Just tap the head against the wall. I got it. Just let me set up the notebook. Right. Set the staff on the side of the table and get the notebook ready.
Alright. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Alright, scribe. Take down everything I say. Nathan, take this down. Day 1 of my capture. He notes. He notes.
Fool, my legend begins in the 13th century.
He begins by regaling you with the tales of his the various flies he watched as you slept. And how he's pretty sure he saw a very strange mating ritual, and how he equates this to life in his soon-to-be philosophy book, Totally Boned. You...
Oh boy.
He refers to you anytime... He, very clearly knowing that you exist and are taking this down, he takes great pleasure in making you write it down as my minion has been very useful to me today. And that he has cooperated with every single portion of my requests, even though it seems that some of them may have been a little, hasty. Although, in truth, I find his exuberance to be outmatched only by his stupidity. And perhaps just a little troubling that he was so ready to go with it in the first place. So I might have met my match here, book. But I sense that I am coming to the end of my time, and so then I must sign off. We can only pray that I will last to see another morning's sunlight. And that this fool does not get me killed! Signed, O.
Nathan is just gonna look over the piece of, like, the page in the book. He had actually taken the time when he bought the book to put a title in. He just put by O. He hadn't put a title, and so he just, after that entry, and just put totally boned as the title on the inside.
Yes!
Yeah.
Excellent, slave. Now,
Of course, there will be footnotes added by me. As I see fit.
perhaps not. That was not part of the deal.
Well, the deal was I spend 10 minutes taking down what you say. The only footnotes I'm adding are crucial details.
Ah,
Just
yes.
anything you had forgotten.
Well, I assure you, I have forgot nothing, but I suppose it is possible to not entirely take down the weird, uneasy air the white-haired girl brings to every dinner table, or the ridiculous amount of absurdity that comes any time the green one opens her mouth. So I suppose that would be wise.
Like I said, crucial details.
Excellent work, slave. I look forward to reading your final prompt.
So I just want to say we're gonna have 2 histories of our party. One in picture and one
From the skulls.
heavily biased.
Oh my god.
And one of them is an art portfolio that is very professional. The other is a memoir called
Is
Totally.
literally, it's just a shit post. Like,
our life, but in shit posts.
Yeah.
that is my life.
Yeah.
Anyway, morning.
Boy,
You each
good
actually
decisions were made.
wake a little later than normal. As Ravana, you
Yep.
get prepared for the day and you leave your room and you find whatever you want to call him, Dimitri for now, I guess.
Yeah.
Standing guard outside your room. The bed, the ship itself is quiet. All of a sudden, it seems the sounds of construction and movement have ceased. The project is done, my mistress.
Done?
Yes, we worked through the night.
All right.
We await your command.
All right. Talk with the group before we decide to take off, I guess.
Everybody meets, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
Where do you
somebody had
meet?
to come get Cyrus.
Yeah.
Just-
Where do we meet?
Do we meet in that captain's quarters around that fancy table where the map is? Like pirates.
Probably could. Yeah.
In the war room.
The war room.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to call it.
The plan
War room.
Yeah.
You each meet up in, what are we calling it? The war room?
Yes.
You meet up in the war room. Obviously, once with the captain's quarters stripped bare of any kind of, like, chairs or bookshelves, whatever might have once gone in here, and all that you see left are big paneled windows that allow you to see out of the back. Very clear, very large. And this big table that covers the map. A dagger slammed into the table right where you currently are, with a bunch of different markers waiting to be used as for your destination. Dimitri, with ever the usual pose, his hand behind his back, and the rest of you gather around. A shadow pokes you, Cyrus, to wake you up, and retreats.
Fine. I get up and I walk to the war room. Takes me a bit because, again, wanted to be far away from everybody. So,
So while we're waiting for Sai, I just turned to Vola. Hey, so I've recently started on a project, and I might need your help with it to make it a little bit more interesting.
What project?
I've recently kind of been told to start a basically a chronicle of everything that's been going on.
Oh, that's
And
what I'm doing.
It might be helpful to have visual aids. So far, it hasn't necessarily been things that would require visual aids, but if I have anything, I could pay you. And we
No, minion. Here's the funny thing. It's talking to you.
could,
No
yeah.
one else can hear it right now.
Oh god. Okay.
It seems part of the attunement involves hearing him instead of everyone else hearing you.
Right. Okay.
Minion, no! Make her pay us! She wants to be in the work so badly she'll pay for it. It's this new concept I'm coming up with. Okay, ready? I'm calling it Trapitalism. In which you trap the people into giving you their money.
Except we would be taking her property basically and adding it to what we have.
Yes.
Basically, she would need a commission.
Yeah.
And if I'm assuming you're wanting to distribute this book somehow.
Yeah.
If you want it to
Nathan's
be
just talking to himself.
yeah. like I'm assuming he looks around and sees just confused faces. He's like,
Oh yeah, Nathan's just talking to air.
Azarbana would know.
yeah, like he just
I'm
looks
sure
around and he's
Azarbana
like,
would know, though.
yeah, like he's looking around and he's like, oh, son of a bitch. Okay, give me a second.
And Vol's just like,
Yeah. If you
Thank
want
you,
to distribute this book, you'll want to make it interesting to readers who do not know who you are. The
Right.
easiest way to do that is to add illustrations.
I mean, yes, we can do that. But instead, we make her pay us to be in the book. That way, we just make money. We don't gotta lose shit.
So, how many copper pieces do you want us to have her pay?
I'd say 1 copper per line is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I think we can do that. So I turn to Vola. So, I've been apparently deliberating. And
Don't do that, man.
you
Don't do it.
what I'm going to propose is you can pay me a copper piece to have a picture in the book, and then the only way I can get the picture from you is if I buy you a.
Wait a minute.
The proceeds, I like turn to this gold. The proceeds are not going to her; they are
No.
going to her liver.
No. You are literally spending the money that you... No. I disapprove. Veto.
But I am.
No, I'm not
Are you-
vetoing that.
I like
But-
turn to him. Are you spending your veto power?
No, I'm not spending my veto power, but it's dumb,
Then
and you
that's
should
how
know
we're
it's
doing it.
dumb. I need a better business partner. You should let me try. You are not very charismatic. You should let me try.
Can you talk to people?
I can try. Make a wisdom saving throw.
No. Bad choices.
Oh no!
Wisdom saving throw, bitch.
What have you done?
I make good choices.
All of a
I
sudden,
shouldn't have given that staff away.
Nathan has like this weird like twitch, and he just like looks at you really fast and says, "All right, Bola. All right, Bola. Listen up, sugar lips. So that's what we're gonna do."
I'm like, no!
Roll a d. Roll the hit. Roll the hit.
And it's definitely like a panic punch.
Yeah, roll the hit. Just roll the hit.
I'm not trying to kill him, but
No,
I
'cause
did
you're- You're only going to be using your dex. No, you're going to be using your strength, but it's going to be like a d4 of damage because it's unarmed.
Okay, so, well, I rolled a 23.
My AC is 14.
Okay, so roll a d4 of damage and add the normal things to hit for damage.
I think so. He just changed personality so suddenly that Vola panicked. Okay.
This is
What'd you roll?
3 on the die.
All right, so Nathan, take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool.
She knocks your ass off your feet, and you land on your back, and all of a sudden, you're like, what happened?
I'm on the ground and
Nathan is possessed by a monster. Well, just
so what I'm hearing is the contract.
like,
Where's the contract broken? I was trying to help you make a deal.
In the contract, it says you speak when it is necessary.
I didn't speak. You did.
Fuck.
Oh.
Loophole.
What is wrong, Nathan? Have we found a flaw? I was just trying to help you make money. This is all in the name of trapitalism. I will trademark that shit. It's gonna be big. Indoor plumbing. It'll be big.
Hey, Osmond, you know how to remove curses, right?
I was just about to say. So
Ah!
Are you okay? Dave's gonna help him up off the ground.
I accept their hope. Apparently, my new roommate is a bit hot.
No. Don't tell her.
Even though
No.
I-
This is why you don't
no,
reason with
stop.
me.
Stop.
Yeah.
I just wanted some fun. I miss having legs. I miss having limbs. Please forgive. I'll behave. I'll be good.
I pull the staff out and look at it. I write down your thoughts. I am trying to make your book better, and in return, you possess me. This
I
is
didn't
not.
mean to. It was a mistake. It could have happened to anybody.
You literally said I can try when I said can you speak to others.
Well, I didn't know what I could do. I just got this body 2 days ago.
This happens again, I drop you overboard and someone else can find you. Or not
Suck.
find you. It might be the fish who find you and nibble on you.
Fine.
And I just
So let me guess, the skull wasn't moving at all, and Nathan was just talking to a skull on top of a
Yeah.
stick. Yeah.
Yep.
That pretty much sums it up. Yeah.
Immediately says, "Welcome to my world."
yeah, apparently the whole hearing him thing has only been to me now, so at least you guys are spared listening to his soothing voice.
It's not soothing. It's the worst thing ever. I
That
understand.
was sarcasm, but
Oh, what a beautiful morning!
Nathan instantly his eyes.
Azrabana's gonna pat Nate on the shoulder and just shake her.
What'd you say, husband?
I said at least it's not like Small World on repeat.
Yeah. What's
What have
Azrabana
you
doing?
done?
She patted Nate on the shoulder and just shook her head like, I'm
This is
sorry."
when Cyrus appears.
Yeah.
Morning,
Alright, so-
sunshine.
Yeah, I'm always a late sleeper. This is nothing fucking new. So, what's the plan?
I may be breaking sticks. But in terms of the grand scheme of things, we were wanting to make a pit stop, and I'm pointing at the map, over at the town that the captain mentioned, yes?
Yeah, do you
Yes,
think we can?
one
Sure.
southeast of the volcano, and then the other one, your home, right, Nathan?
If we can. If we can't find a place to perch, I wouldn't want to risk having one of the engines fail or consuming too much fuel.
I'm sure we can work something else.
I would. I was just about to say kill, but no, not kill. I would love, if possible, to have a fish dinner by your mother. I feel like that would be a wonderful thing.
Just a warning to you guys: if you guys are might want to have
One
the
more time.
experience of it.
One more time.
Yeah, you cut out.
Sorry. Just a warning to you guys: if you guys are wanting to do that, she might have you guys at least attempt to catch your own fish.
Oh, of course! I've always wanted to know how to do that.
Cool.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Cool.
Captain, sir, do you think you can help mark the map?
He does so. Wordlessly.
So when do we leave then?
Suppose as soon as we can, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me know when we land. Or if you need me for something, but I doubt you will because I'm not good at any of this shit. So.
Shall I set sail, mistress?
Are we all ready?
If we want to set sail immediately, I might have Osmond send a message over to Losi, just in case she wants something done while I'm at home, since apparently we're stopping there. But I'm ready to go otherwise.
Well, we're set to go.
Alright.
We're ready to go.
Osmond, if you do send that message, tell her I said hi.
No.
And I go back to my room.
Dimitri gives you a nod. I'll prepare the ship, mistress. And he exits quickly.
When Sai leaves, I just kind of look at Osmond. I'm like, isn't it funny how he used to be the social one?
I don't blame him. He's been through a lot.
That's true.
You feel, all of you eventually having exited the war room, I imagine. You are brought to the site. The ship creaks and turns and whines. Whoa. Okay, sorry. It tips to the side, swaying as it starts to lift from its binds. The pit in your stomach, it's like your stomach drops low, like into your feet.
I hate that feeling.
Except for you, Vola. It's like home.
On my
life. It rises steadily. At first, you're not entirely sure what it's doing. Most of you being shocked to see a ship actually lift. Azravana's various creations have no problem remaining steady. The crows and ravens that had remained around the ship dispersed, going back into their habitats. You rise higher and higher into the sky, the clouds seeming just an arm's reach away. Snow slowly, gently dotting your faces. You look down and you can almost see the wind, the sleet, the snow, all of the peaks of Scythia, the entirety of the Catspine Mountains, out into the horizon as the sun just gets to rising and landing on your faces. Mikhail shouts, giving directions to the various undead crew members. The ship turns and pushes. this weird feeling of vastness, not meaning interference with any kind of ocean or land. You look out into the distance and you see the mountains and you see the ocean, finally, now that you're high enough that there is an end to this mass. And from here on, it's the next chapter. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh my goodness,
Hell
that was
yeah.
beautiful.
Nice.
Night stream!
Night.
Night stream.